Stop what you're doing. Carlos Ancelotti just walked into that press conference and didn't flinch. No excuses, no "we believe in Neymar." He looked straight into the cameras and admitted something that will haunt Brazilian football forever. And while he was talking, a family in Sao Paulo, the family of the man Neymar replaced, was watching their phone. Subscribe, because the phone just rang. Picture this. Just days ago, Neymar's family was drowning in celebration. The memorial call-up for the 2026 World Cup was official. His mother crying, his father hugging him like he'd survived a war, Neymar himself covering his face, overwhelmed by a moment that felt like destiny. But destiny doesn't do calf injuries, and Ancelotti doesn't do sentiment. Here's the thing nobody wants to name. Neymar arrived at Brazil's training camp in a helicopter, injured, straight from Santos, and immediately missed the first session. Brazil's team doctor later confirmed a grade 2 calf strain, a partial tear that will take 2 to 3 weeks to heal. That puts his entire World Cup in doubt. And the man who was brutally axed to make room for Neymar, João Pedro, Chelsea's player of the season with 20 goals and 9 assists, he's been sitting at home, watching, waiting. His family had a World Cup barbecue that turned into a funeral. Let me slow this down. Ancelotti steps to the microphone. The room is silent. He doesn't blame Santos. He doesn't blame bad luck. He says something that cuts deeper than any tackle. He admits openly that João Pedro probably deserved to be on that list. His exact words, "For the season he had in Europe, he probably deserved to be on this list. But unfortunately, we chose another player." Another player, not a better player, another player. That's the quiet confession right there. And while Ancelotti is speaking, imagine João Pedro's phone sitting on the table, his family still in that Ribeirão Preto house, still in party decorations, still in disbelief. And then it vibrates. Ancelotti's name, and everyone in that room holds their breath. Here's what the headlines won't tell you. When Neymar was called up, 50.3% of Brazilian fans opposed it. They saw a 34-year-old body that hadn't played for Brazil since tearing his ACL in 2023. They saw a player whose club doctor said it was just swelling. Then the national team MRI revealed a partial tear. They saw João Pedro, the Chelsea forward with 20 goals and 9 assists, named Chelsea's player of the season hours after being snubbed. And Ancelotti? He chose emotion over form. He chose the name over the numbers. He chose a fairy tale. And now that fairy tale is lying in a medical clinic with a grade 2 calf strain while the man he replaced watches his phone ring in a house still decorated for a party that never happened. This isn't an injury update. This is karma in cleats. This isn't just about Neymar's calf. This is about a football culture that romanticizes the legend's return until the legend breaks. Ancelotti broke his silence, but the silence that matters is the one inside a Sao Paulo living room where a family just got the call they were told would never come. I want you to comment right now. Does João Pedro deserve that spot, or was Ancelotti right to bet on Neymar? Subscribe if you've ever watched a player get left behind for a name, and share this with someone who needs to understand that sometimes the cruelest twist in football isn't the injury, it's the phone call that comes too late.